projects there.
Okay, Aaron, producer writer.
For those of you who know the B world horror, this story came from Ryan Nicholson. Ryan Nicholson makes movies. He pumps them out really quick. He made a movie called Live Feed, Gutter Balls, Famine, Big Motherfucker. He's from Vancouver. Anyways, about 5-6 years ago, he approached me and said, "Hey, I want to do a movie. I want to do a little bit bigger budget than I normally do. Nothing." And so anyways, he wrote this little story, and we started developing it together, and he wanted to shoot right away, and I wasn't ready to shoot. So he went off to do his own movies, and we kind of pocketed the story, and then I started writing, and then I started partnering with Kimani, and we took what was a really, really crazy, over-the-top, gory, serious movie, and we made it funny. We put a ton of action in it. Believe it or not, we toned down the gore. So that's the disclaimer. We didn't come up with it. We're not that crazy.
Ryan is actually a special effects makeup artist. He actually teaches in a school in Vancouver, and he's pretty well known.
Yeah,
he's worked on quite a few famous TV projects as well.
Oh yeah, he did Stargate for years and a lot of that stuff. So yeah.
So cool, but he's also got a very twisted sensibility that
a little bit.
You guys could run with. And I'll ask a couple more before we throw it open to the crowd. Let's talk about the cast here. You guys, what was it like working? I know a lot of you worked on bigger budget, sort of Hollywood type films. This was obviously made more, maybe I imagine, more sort of guerrilla style. What was it like for you guys to work on something that was a bit more sort of homegrown? And also, I imagine, where you get to be the leads, that's also kind of fun. Do you want to talk about that? Have we got a spare microphone? Eric.
What's so weird is that they ran such an amazing ship that I didn't feel that I was making a guerrilla style on the fly picture. Oh, quick, we gotta get this shot before the cops come. It was nothing like that. We had a studio, we built a set, we had top quality people who really cared about the project. So I didn't really notice that much of a difference between that. Except for, I really felt like it was a family through and through the whole time, making the movie. So even though we're doing some crazy stuff, I was just it was awesome. So, I just want to say too that this is the best looking crowd of splatter fans I've ever seen in my life. Just wanted to
You have Toronto After Dark audience. Cheers.
Bishop, before you say anything, since I got you guys here, the one question I got to ask: who broke the chair arm in the RV? Come on, give it up.
What? I didn't.
All party. Hey guys, these guys were the best guys ever to work with. It was all good. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alan, do you want to talk about working on this project?
No, it was great. We had like he said, we didn't have we had rehearsal time. Is it on? Okay, we had rehearsal time. We had what was it? Lionsgate Studios. We were at Lionsgate Studios. We had a RV for the cast. We had everything we needed. I don't know what was the budget, but we didn't feel like we were for guerrilla shooting and anything like
The
that.
production values is amazing. Do you want to talk about this?
I have absolutely no idea what these people are talking about. I was kept in a cage the whole time. Fed once a day. So, I'm the Toronto guy, I guess, whatever. And I was out there and I was electrocuted a couple times when I didn't, agree with things that, Kimani was saying. I've healed. I'm better. I'm back home. I'm never going to Vancouver again. The movie was awesome. I did all my own stunts. Yeah, it was awesome.
Pretty cool.
Toronto's awesome.
Good up for Beyonce. Let's go. We've got some questions from the audience. Come on, let's see some hands up here. Anybody over there? Go. So the Dicky roll. What's the secret recipe formula for that? What's inside that?
What was the one that you ate made of?
And I think we should have a follow-up question. What would it taste like as well? For real.
And what was the texture and...
Go, Derek. No pressure.
I'll let you know that my dad's in the audience today. So it's a proud moment for his son.
Has your dad ever seen you eat a Dicky roll before?
Yeah. This would be a first. And thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, traumatized forever.
Sorry, Dad and Derek.
It was just sausage with spring roll around it. But here's the thing: just laugh it up, asshole. That's awesome.
I think you won one.
Yeah, it was just sausage, straight up. But I'll tell you, I hate sausage, and now I really hate sausage. And the best comedic timing ever in that movie, ever, and was never in the movie, never even shot, was the very last take. And I guess our first AD was like, and that's lunch. That's literally what happened. I shot that, and then it was lunchtime. I was like, I'm not eating anything.
I want to thank Kimani. He hired private security to keep Bishop and I out of sex scenes. Hey.
But yeah, no, it's just sausage, breakfast sausage.
We got some more questions from the audience. Hands up. Anybody want to throw something out there? Wave a hand. Don't be shy. These guys have come all the way from Vancouver. Over there, go.
What was it shot on?
What was it shot on?
Shot on the Red Epics.
I imagine you're asking because it looked so good, right? Anybody else want to throw some out? Oh, over there, go. The CGI blood versus real blood question.
We kind of used CGI to enhance a lot of things just because it's kind of a grindhousey thing to do. It's also kind of a homage to like Japanese horror and anime. One of the kind of angles when we were writing this and designing this is we wanted to make characters super crazy and give that kind of anime feel. So that's why we added a lot of CG blood.
Prior to the movie, did any of the actors have like fighting experience, or was that all during the movie?
Alain is the black Jean-Claude Van Damme. Alain is a black belt martial artist, actor, stunt performer. He's done a lot. He doubled Wesley. Did you? Yeah, he doubled Wesley Snipes in Blade. So you can all line up for his autograph after.
I'm from Scotland.
So I think that beats doubling for. Okay, whatever. You've been in a lot of fights, right?
Hey, actually, in the film, I doubled him. No joke. In the fight scene in the parkade, I was just not joking. We got not in the credits, so it's not real.
We got some more hands. We'll come to that in a second. I want to talk about that because a lot of you guys have worked on the fight side of making movies. How did that transition from being more focused on just fight scenes to focused on like the entire project? How was that transition for you guys? Do you want to talk about it?
Hello? Yeah, I come from a stunt background. I stunt coordinate. I'm doing actually a TV show, Continuum. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I stunt coordinate that. So moving into the directing world, I kind of just wash my hands of all the stunts. I'd kind of get up there and, show an angle or a punch or something like that, what I wanted, but I let, like Aaron was heavily involved in the stunt side, and we had stunt coordinators and stunt choreographers, and Alain helped out as well. It was like a family affair, and so I kind of had to, it was too much, to put it, yeah, it was too much. I had to just concentrate on directing and not the stunt thing. I get too caught up into it.
Right. Yeah. Cool, I saw a hand over there. Somebody want to throw it out? Go.
Just wondering, was the kitchen a set built, or you borrowed someone's kitchen?
Do you want to talk about the kitchen and was it a set or was it borrowed?
Yeah, there was one of the other executive producers, John Chu. He owns Gossip nightclub in Vancouver. Hands up for Gossip. And yeah, it's the biggest nightclub in Vancouver. And it used to, at one time during the, I believe, Expo '86, it had a restaurant portion in the actual club space. So it was very disused, as you could see, and it was really easy to adapt it to what we needed. And yeah, he gave it up for nothing, and we had that set was easily used.
So no problem with spreading body parts?
No. We actually had to clean it for 3 days to look because there's like people would have got sick in the original one. It was disgusting.
And do you want to talk about some of those awesome prosthetics and the blood and the gore, which was just fantastic in this film? Did you guys enjoy the blood and the gore? Yeah. Tell us about what were some of the techniques you guys were using, or some of the people that were involved on that side?
Yeah, our head prosthetics, makeup, and hair girl, her name is Tracy Lai, and she's actually a former student of Ryan Nicholson who created the story. And I had met Tracy working on one of Ryan's shows way back, and she had always said she wanted to do a movie, so we brought her on. Tracy teaches at one of the makeup schools, so she actually got a whack of her students to work on the film as a film project, and they kind of got graded on that, and we got free prosthetics.
That's pretty awesome. We got some more questions from the floor. Anybody want to throw something out? Over there, go.
I know it's early to get into the world premiere, but have you heard anything about distribution?
Yeah, distribution. I heard there's some inklings of something positive coming in the wind.
We've sold some territories. We've got Australia, Germany, Belgium, and we're working on a Canadian and a US deal right now as we speak. So, unfortunately, probably not. I've got one for you too after.
And I don't know if being part of the Toronto Dark experience already helped with some of that. 'Cause I know we announced it about a month ago.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. It's going to help with the Canadian huge, and I think it'll continue to help in the future, for sure.
That's great. So you guys can all be tweeting and posting and getting on IMDb and helping with all that. Any more hands from the floor? Do we want to throw something out? Let's see, right here in the back. Oh, over there, go.
What were some of the scenes you cut?
Were there any cut scenes you want to talk about?
Nothing.
Kimani, looks like were some of your babies left on the cutting room floor?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of gems.
Were there a few dicky rolls that didn't make it in?
Yeah, no, we do have a longer version. This one is kind of for the sales cut. The sales companies wanted a lot more in your face, fast. The longer version kind of gives us a little bit more character arcs with like Pete. There's a lot more scenes with Pete and his pining for Jenna. So we get into that kind of world a little bit more. What else? Oh yeah. We had a little person. We had a bunch of scenes that were of the restaurant, like people actually eating, and we had to cut those. And then in one of those scenes, we had a little person with his handler, let's say, decked out in goth, really S&M, and so there was some pretty crazy scenes with them that we had to cut out. A lot of the fights got cut down. We had a huge scene inside the dojo that got just hacked. Yeah, there was like more character development stuff that got hacked. Sad to say.
Special features on the extended edition, right?
Exactly.
Director's
cut.
Director's
Guys?
cut.
Director's cut.
We got some more from the floor. Anybody want to? Over there.
What are the actors doing next?
What are you guys working on, actors? Some of you I heard just moved back to Toronto, or Derek, you just moved back?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Toronto, and then I moved to Vancouver for like 6 years, and literally moved back yesterday. So
welcome back to Toronto.
Thank you
for
so
a world
much.
premiere
Thank you so much.
screening.
Yeah, it's a good time. I have a very, very small Blinking You Miss Me part in Elysium that's out right now with Matt Damon, and I'm in a movie called Cheat that's about poker. Should be coming out sometime next year.
I'm a series regular on a show called Mohawk Girls coming out this year. I moved back to Montreal because my girlfriend, she's sitting over there. I love you, baby. She's gonna be so happy. But yeah, that's about it. Second season coming, Mohawk Girls and stuff. Yeah, that's it.
As far as acting goes, I was just, I did The Listener, I did Cracked. I'm continuing with that, but I'm also a recording artist. If you heard the song that was in the credits, that was my record. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's called Evil.
You didn't write anything down, just came out. It was amazing.
No, I'm not doing that.
Can you make Toronto After Dark rhyme?
But also, no, I'm not doing that. Remember, I was left in a cage. No freebies, but yeah, you could also find me, hosting King of the Dot. Look at kingofthedot.com. I'm working on an album right now, you know what I'm saying? So there's tons of stuff going on, but you know what I mean? This acting thing is really picking up its steam, so I'm doing that, my music. Just look for me at Bishop Brigante on any social media and you'll find me, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm doing, yeah.
And do you guys want to talk about what projects you're working on next? Or then we'll take maybe one more question before we head off to the pub. But do you
Well,
want to talk
some
about
of the other actors that aren't here, Terry Chen is not.
Are we allowed to say anything about him?
He's working on something.
Well, I think we should give it up for his performance. Terry Chen, Stephen, fantastic performance.
And Lacey Naley's working on Falling Skies, and that's already airing, so that is legit.
And what about you guys as producers? Are you working on anything else, or are you just trying to get this project out?
Yeah, it's been a lot of work on this project, a lot. But the other project that I have feature-wise is a novel adaptation I've been working on for about 2 years, and it's a drama that has totally as far away from this as you can be. But it's a very serious matter. It's a drama about a young girl in human trafficking. So that's being developed and packaged right now. Hopefully gets out soon.
That's good. Kimani, one last thing you're working on?
Well, right now I have a 2.5-year-old, so that's what I'm working on. And like I said, I stunt coordinate Continuum, so we're just about to go into our season 3. So just kind of stuck on that. And then yeah, developing and stuff. Like we're thinking about doing kind of staying in the same world, but in a different genre, a different tone, going into kind of the fighters' perspectives. Within a restaurant like this. We did a short film called Suffer that was kind of kick-started this film. It's on YouTube, Suffer. And that one's kind of in the eye of the fighter and being kidnapped and having the fight to the death kind of thing. So going to a more of a serious kind of tone, and then you find out that you're fighting really for your life.
Cool. I think we're going to continue this Q&A at the pub. Are you guys coming to Pub After Dark?
I'd love to go to the pub.
Join everyone at Pub After Dark one last time for Evil Feed, the world premiere.